Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande. Jaya Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa. Parivrajacharya Stotra Sota Shishimadesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Rantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Where's the watch going?
The watch stopped functioning.
Oh, really? It was always an indicator, you know. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Is there the fifth canto somewhere? Bhagavatam. Fifth canto in English. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay, only one book here.
Thank you, Prabhu. mic doesn't work. And the other one? Oh, he's gone with. Now it's working?
Raz. No comments.
So, we are reading from the 5th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 19, text 10. The verse is in prose, so I just read the verse and then we can do the word for word together. Tam Bhagavan Narado Varnashrama Vatibir Paratibhi Prajabhir Bhagavat Proktabhyam Sankhya Yogabhyam Bhagavat Anubhavo Pavarnanam Savarner Upadekshya Parama Bhakti Bhaveno Pasarati Idam Chaparati Chapi Krinati Tam Him Naranarayan Bhagavan, the most powerful saintly person, Naradaha, the great sage Narada, Varna Ashrama Vatibhihi, by followers of the institution of the four Varnas and four Ashramas. Bharatibhihi, of the land known as Bharatvarsha, India. Prachibhihi, who are the inhabitants? Bhagavat Proktabhyam, which was stated by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sankhya, by the Sankhya Yoga system. The analytical study of material conditions. Yogabhyam, by practice of the yoga system. Bhagavat Anubhava Upavarnanam, which describes the process of God realization. Savarnaye, unto Savarnimanu. Upadekshyamanah, instructing. Parama Bhakti Bhavena, in greatly ecstatic loving service to the Lord. Upasarati, serves the Lord. Idam, this. Cha, and. Abhikrinati, chants. Translation. In his own book, known as Narada Pancharatra, Bhagavan Narada has very vividly described how to work to achieve the ultimate goal of life, devotion. Through knowledge and through execution of the mystic yoga system. He has also described the glories of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The great sage Narada instructed the tenets of his transcendental literature to Savarni Manu in order to teach those inhabitants of Bharatvarsha who strictly follow the principles of Varnashram Dharma how to achieve the devotional service of the Lord. Thus, Narada Muni, along with the other inhabitants of Bharatvarsha, always engages in the service of Nara Narayan, and he chants as follows. Purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has clearly declared Bharata Bhumite Haila Manusya Janmayara Janma Sarataka Karikara Para Upakara. The real success of fulfillment of the mission of human life can be achieved in India, Bharatvarsha, because in Bharatvarsha the purpose of life and the method for achieving success are evident. People should take advantage of the opportunity afforded by Bharatvarsha, and this is especially so for those who are following the principles of Varnashram Dharma. If we do not take to the principles of Varnashram Dharma by accepting the four social orders, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and the four orders of spiritual life, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas, there can be no question of success in life. Unfortunately, because of the influence of Kali Yuga, everything is now being lost. The inhabitants of Bharatvarsha are gradually becoming degraded, mlechas, and yavanas. How then will they teach others? Therefore, this Krishna consciousness movement has been started not only for the inhabitants of Bharatvarsha, but for all the people of the world, as announced by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is still time, and if the inhabitants of Bharatvarsha take this movement of Krishna consciousness seriously, the entire world will be saved from gliding down to hellish condition. The Krishna consciousness movement follows the process of Pancharatrika Vidhi and that of Bhagavat Vidhi simultaneously, so that people can take advantage of the movement and make their life successful. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. In his own book, known as Narada Pancharatra, Bhagavan Narada has very vividly described how to work to achieve the ultimate goal of life, devotion, through knowledge and through execution of the mystic yoga system. He has also described the glories of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The great sage Narada instructed the tenets of this transcendental literature to Savarnimanu in order to teach those inhabitants of Bharatvarsha who strictly follow the principles of Varnashram Dharma how to achieve the devotional service of the Lord. Thus Narada Muni, along with the other inhabitants of Bharatvarsha, always engages in the service of Naranarayana, and he chants as follows. So here in the assembled Vaishnavas, I beg your blessings so that they may say something useful. And according to the scriptures, in this verse it is highlighted the good fortune to have taken birth in the land of Bharatvarsha, India. In previous times, Bharatvarsha was known, the whole earth was known as Bharatvarsha in general, and India in particular. So, and we can practically see that I was just recently in India, and every day you have thousands and thousands of people, not only locals, but from all over India, coming to these holy places. And they are very inclined. They all know about karma, past life, future life. They all believe in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it's really Punya Bhumi. It's the beloved land. And especially it is mentioned here, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, he mentioned a verse which Prabhupada describes in the purport. It's from Adi Lila, Adi 9:41. Bharata bhumi te haila manusya janma yara janma sartaka kari karapara upakara. And this is a great gift, not only to take birth in Bharatvarsha, but as a human being. As we know, there are 400,000 different species of human beings. And the form in which we are right now is the lowest of human beings. We are closer to the insects than to the demigods. But still, in the following verses, we will hear how the demigods are praising the birth as a human being. we here have many of the attributes of the demigods. We have, the form, but we don't have like the mystic powers. In the higher forms of human life, they all have mystic powers, naturally. But we don't have. So it's a very low birth, but still, it's the birth as a human being, and we all can cry out to the Supreme Lord. Here in Bharatvarsha, meaning the earth in general, or even in Bharatvarsha, India in particular. So, and it is mentioned here that the ultimate goal of life is devotion. So we have to develop actual raga if we want to situate ourselves in the spiritual world, in Goloka Vrindavan. We have to have deep attachment to Lord Krishna. Krishna has to hitchhike our mind, our heart. Now we may say, how is it possible to have such deep raga, attachment to the Lord? You don't understand English? Oh. What to do? Somebody is translating? Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. But it's very natural to have some raga. Every human being has some raga. Our mind is going in a certain direction, is attached to something. Everybody is attached to something. But now this raga is going in the wrong direction. So what we have to do is Vaidhi, sadhana bhakti, to redirect the mind from the wrong place to the right place. Now we are all, at least I can speak for myself, attachments for the wrong things. So, and it is mentioned here, the Narada Pancharatra. This is the standard Vaishnava methods for temple worship, deity worship. But Pancharatrika Vidhi, as mentioned in the purport by Srila Prabhupada, means Vaidhi Bhakti, regulation. Bhakti according to rules and regulations. But it's not that we want to stay in a regulated state. But the regulation is just to correct the flow of desires from the wrong place to the right place. And simultaneously we can develop raga, attachment for Krishna. Not for the wrong things, but for the right things. So that's essential to develop devotion, real devotion. And if we read the scriptures, like Srimad Bhagavatam, every day we become the visions, we get slowly the visions of the saints, like Shukadev Goswami, Vyasadev. They see the world in a particular manner, as a whole. Now we see the world distorted.